everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into part 2 of the Sending House collection. If you missed part 1, you can click the link in the top corner. Check that out first. Otherwise, let's jump in. We're starting with the Darling Dog set. I've already pre-cut all my pieces for a classic black and cream look. To begin the assembly, I'll glue the cream fur piece to the front of the body, lining it up right at the top. Next, I'm adding glue to the back of each paw and placing these light pink cutouts, and this gives the paws a cute finished look on the front. For the collar, I'm using some shed-free pink glitter paper. I just make sure that it lines up perfectly with where I'm going to put the head. And then I add glue to the back and attach it to the chest piece. I line the collar up with the sides of the chest piece just above the arms. For the tag, I've used a white circle with a heart punched out, backed with red shimmer paper. I add glue to the back of the white part and glue it to the front of the shimmer paper. Next, I add glue to the shimmer portion before attaching it to the collar. Since shimmer paper can be a little stubborn to adhere, I'm going to place a small weight on top of the tag just to make sure it dries perfectly in place. Let's move on to the assembly of the face. To create the eyebrows, I'm adding glue to the back of the face piece and layering cream cardstock behind it. And you can see how the eyebrows stick through the face piece. Next is the mouth. So there's a small guideline on the main piece to help with placement, and this pink tongue is tiny, so I'm using my wax tipped pen to get it exactly where it needs to be. I'll finish the muzzle by adding the cream piece, followed by a little black nose. For the eyes, I'm using black cardstock for the base. I start by adding glue to the face, and then I place each eye individually, adjusting the placement just a little bit. And you can see how adding that black just gives the eyes a little bit of dimension off the face. To finish off the eyes, I add a little bit of glue around the outside of the black eyes that I just glued down. And then using my wax tip pen, I add the final white cardstock touches to the eyes. To finish off the head, I have to add some cream accents to the ears. I start with adding glue to the insides of both ears, and then I add these little cream cardstock pieces, lining them up with the top and bottom of the ears. There are guidelines here to help you, and when I'm done, it creates a nice folded look. For some extra dimension, I have these black ear pieces that I glue on top of the black ears that are already there. I love that this set includes these extra ear pieces for the added dimension. I think it helps to add to the look. For a final touch, I want to add this cream tuft of hair. Just deciding on how I wanted it placed, but I think I figured that out. So I add some glue to the back of it, and then I line the top part with the top of the head. I think it adds just enough personality to this dog face. Look how adorable it turned out. Let's give our dog a fun headband. I'm using white glimmer paper for the base and attaching it to the back of the head. Then I add some glue to the top of the headband, and I'm going to add pink glitter hearts. This is the same glitter paper from the collar, just to keep everything cohesive. I love how this looks right now. I'm excited to finish this card. This die set does come with a little envelope that I've cut here. I'm adding a red shimmer heart to the front, and I'm making sure that all of the papers that I use are cohesive And again, I'm going to put the little envelope underneath a weight just to help it adhere. Our sentiment is a banner that says, "I love you." I'm layering the white sentiment over a pink glitter banner. For the main panel, I'm using a postage style rectangle. I used a retired set from Spellbinders for this, but I'll link a similar version in the description if you want to recreate the look. I'll assemble a scene by mounting the dog onto the postage piece with foam tape for dimension. And I'm just lining it up with the bottom half of the postage piece. For the head, I'm leaving the chin area free of the foam tape so I can overlap the head slightly onto the body. The last little bit, I'm just adding 2 dots of glue in the top corners of my postage piece, and I'm applying 2 red shimmer hearts. Now for the background, I'm using the 2-way heart stencil. I'll use the small heart pattern with Fruit Punch ink from Tailored Expressions. I'm going for a soft blended look, so I'll tap off the excess ink and use a light hand. And I love the pink-red tone that matches all of our other elements perfectly. Here is a closer look at that finished stencil pattern. To finish card 1, I add some foam tape to the back of my postage piece, and I center that on the heart stenciled background. The sentiment banner is last, and I'm going to add it to the bottom of this card, so I just add glue to the back of the banner and place it right underneath the postage square. That finishes the card off, so all I have to do is glue it to my white A2 size card base, which I do next. Since my stenciled paper is slightly smaller than A2 size, it leaves a nice border around the edge. And here's a close-up of all the little sparkly details of this card. Card number 2 is a fun panda birthday card, and I'm sticking with a classic black and white palette. I start by adding glue to the back of the black arms, and then I just line it up with the coordinating section on the white body. Next, I'm adding glue behind each of the paws, and then adding these light pink cutouts. And this gives the paws a cute finished look on the front. For the face, we're adding features to this white base. I'll start with the ears, layering smaller white pieces onto the black ones. These oddly shaped pieces are specifically done so that you can glue it to the back of the panda head. I am going to glue them right behind those cute little tufts of hair. Next, I'll use the guidelines on the face to place the mouth. And I follow that up with gluing on the little black nose. For the eyes, these are going to be done in 2 stages. First, I start with a little dot of glue and my wax pen to place these tiny little black circles for the eyes. Next, I add a tiny bit of glue around the outside edge of the black eyes so that I can add the white portion, which gives the eyes their full dimension. Again, I'm not really worried about the glue being over the entire dot, just because the eyes are so tiny. To make the eyes really pop, I'm adding black patches around them. And these black patches are made to specifically fit around the little white eyes. Finally, we'll add the little pink tongue, and that finishes off the face piece. Now, let's accessorize. I am making a present using some blue shimmer paper. And this paper is textured, and so it has some lines on it as well, which is really nice. So first off, I'm adding glue to the top of the present and then applying this little piece of paper above it to create the lip of the present box. Now for the bow, I am using some yellow glitter paper. Once again, it's non-shed, and I add some glue to the middle, and then I put on this little button that makes up the knot. I add some glue to the back of the bow, and I place it right on top of the present. I have another piece of yellow glitter paper cut for the ribbon that I just slide underneath the bow and line up with the bottom of the present. Now for the final accessory, a cute little birthday hat. Again, I'm using the same blue shimmer paper as the present, as well as the yellow glitter paper. I glued the little yellow pom-pom on top of the hat. And afterwards, I add some glue to the top of the panda head, and then I'm just gluing the hat right on top. For my card base, I am using this blue wavy shimmer paper that I got from Your Paper Insider. To add the panda to the card base, I have some foam tape on the back of the panda, and I'm placing him in the middle, followed by some foam tape on the head that I again overlap over the chest, followed by a birthday present. Everything has foam tape for added dimension. And for the sentiment, I'm using this happy birthday sentiment from the Little Smiles collection from Spellbinders, and I think it'll look nice in both the top corner and at the bottom. In this case, I am gluing it to the top right corner. Now all that's left is for me to glue it to my white A2 card base, and that will finish the card. Here's a closer look at how much this card shimmers. And there you go, 2 quick and simple cards. Thanks so much for joining me today. Check the description box for all the blog info and product links. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.